everybody, Ellen here. Today I come to you guys with my fall/winter TBR, meaning books I want to read before the year is over. I actually have 10 books on this list and we'll see how many of these books I managed to finish because, well, I've got a lot of books I need to finish, but yeah, let's get to it. So the first one is like the hype of booktube at this point, but this is Red, White and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. This would, if I read this, it would be my very first romance novel. Never read one before, but this has the royal trope, as you know, I love that. And it's actually the president of the United States, her son, then the son of the, you know, queen. So we have Prince Harry and also Prince Henry and also Alex, which is the president's son, and they don't get along at all, and the papers have published a lot of like fighting between them, and they have to pretend that they're friends, and it ends up, you know, turning into a friendship and, you know, maybe something more. And I've heard great things about it. It actually has a lot of emails and stuff in it, so I feel like it would be a really quick read, and I really want to read it. So hopefully I will enjoy it, because I've always been very skeptical to romance books, but we'll see how it goes. Second one is a middle grade book. This is Willow, Moss and the Lost Day. This is the first book in the Starfell series or something, I think it's called. This is by Dominic Valente. It actually has some really cute illustrations of her like riding on a dragon. But Willow Moss actually is one of the people that are trying to find the lost day of the week, which is I think Tuesday, and they have to find the day because it's gone. So magic ensues. That's pretty much all I know, but it sounds pretty cool. It's a really short book, beautiful illustrations. It should be a quick read. Once again, royals. So this is American Royals by Catherine McGee. Look at those pages. So this is, you know, once again, royal, the trope I love more than anything, pretty much. But this is what would have happened if Washington would have been a monarch, the king of the US. So we have the kids of the current monarchs and what the hell is going on with them. And that's pretty much where we follow along. And then we have There's Something About Sweetie by Bison Diamond. This is a companion novel to When Dimple Met Rishi. And, you know, in When Dimple Met Rishi, Dimple and Rishi were actually like matched together by their parents. And in this book we meet Ashish Patel, and he actually just got dumped, and he has always been told by his parents that they can make a better match for him than he has made for himself. So he agrees to let them match him up with somebody, and he is getting matched up by Sweetie, and she's always been told that she's too fat and stuff like that by her parents. She loves them, but they're very traditional and they don't really look at life the same way she does, and they get matched up together and shit happens. And then we have a historical fiction, and this is The Nightingale by Christine Hanna, and this is supposed to be a really good historical fiction, and I just really want to get back into reading historical fiction again because it's been such a long time since I did read them. But this is a book that captures the epic panorama of World War II, and it is sort of illuminates the part that are not really talked about a lot, and that is the Women's War. And that's pretty much all I know, but I've heard great things and I really want to read it. A book I've talked about a few times, but this is Wilder Girls by Rory Power. But we follow this girl, Hetty, and she's actually quarantined into this boarding school together with a lot of other girls, and it actually started with the teachers getting sick and dying, and now they're in quarantine because if you go out into the forest that surrounds the school, you will get sick from these pox and you will start growing different things out of your body and stuff. And they have been promised a cure, but they feel sort of abandoned, and they feel like nobody is trying to help them anymore. And when her best friend goes missing, she actually goes out into the forest trying to find her. I really want to read this one because look at the cover, it's so beautiful. But it also sounds really cool. We have Arcanum Unbounded by Brandon Sanderson. This is a short story collection kind of thing going on. It's quite chunky. I have read quite a few of his short stories because I have them like in a separate format. So some of these I've already read, which I will then skip them because I don't really feel like rereading them so soon again. So I feel like I would kind of get through this quite quickly anyways, because like I said, I've read a lot of them, but it's gonna be really interesting to get back into the worlds again of these different stories that I love so much. So yeah, let's do it. I have a book that I've had for quite some time now and I really want to read it, but this is Cersei by Madeline Miller, and I read The Song of Achilles by her and I really enjoyed that book, so I really wanted to pick up something more by her. And in this one we follow Cersei, and she's actually this witch. I think she was cursed by the other gods, so she has to stay at the same like island for the rest of her life, and she is actually stuck on this island, and she manages to get into the occult, and a lot of, you know, well-known heroes from mythology comes by her island and shit happens, and this is just so beautiful. Look at that shine though. So I really want to read this one. We have a little bit of a darker subject, but this is The Way I Used to Be by Amber Smith, and in this one we meet Eden, and this one follows her when her brother's best friend rapes her and she's just trying to get on with her life. She doesn't really want to like do anything drastic about it, but she just buries it instead and buries the way she used to be, and shit happens. So I feel like this is going to be really hard to read, but I feel like it's such an important subject that I really want to give it the time of day that it deserves and need. Now we've come to the absolute last book of this list, and that is King of Scars by Leigh Bardugo. This book came out early this year. I still haven't freaking read it because I wanted to reread the Grishaverse books before reading this book, but I just think I'm not gonna do it, so I'm just gonna read this one because I really want to. Yeah, if you have any books you want to read before the year is over, please let me know down below what those were. And if you like this video, please don't forget to give me some thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel by clicking the little button down below. And yeah, I hope we see each other in the next one. Bye!